is StockMatter.com. I'm Brian Johnson, and we're just about to finish up today's trading. Got a minute left, so I'm a bit early. As you'll see, we're up 23 points. Hit the update button. Now we're up 27 points. But this is about or the area that we are going to finish for the day. A lot of light trading today. Once again, as I brought up, we are seeing a drop in the volume. Take a look at the diamonds. Let's just go right to a really quick daily here on the diamonds, and you'll see there was Monday, there is Tuesday, there is Wednesday, exactly as was suspected. And I talked about it this weekend, that we would probably see every day drop off a little bit. That's exactly what we're seeing. This is probably going to be about this and or worse even tomorrow. Once again, expect maybe, I don't know, a little bit of movement in the morning. And then coming towards the middle of the day, it might absolutely turn into a crawl for the rest of the trading day. So if you're going to do any trading, there's the bell. If you're going to do any trading, I'd suggest you look to do it early in the morning, because I'm not sure there's going to be much to do coming into the afternoon, nor would I recommend holding into a 3-day weekend. All right, back to where we were, and that is the Dow on a 60-minute, now that we are over with, up about 25, 26 points, not too much, hovering in or around that 11,550-ish, area, right about, of course, where we left yesterday. Not much to do. This is why I don't, if you want to go long, great. I'm just not interested in playing these last little teeny tiny moves to the upside. The daily still showing us little white candles as we creep our way upwards. Here it was, much of what we saw over here, doing the exact same thing here. Very common to see this move into Christmas as we just slowly grind our way to the upside. Bulls not necessarily wanting to give ground and wanting to keep everything nice and rosy and cheery for everyone. However, for the most part, really not much to be done in the terms of trading. Sit on your hands, wait for better entries, especially coming into next week. That might be the time when we start to see some kind of, and I do expect to see some sort of movement next week. NASDAQ 60 was up just barely. It was down most of the day, not doing too well, but overall still moving sideways. And as you know, sideways moves are fine for the bulls as long as they can keep doing it, because this grind can continue for, who knows, any length of time. Point being, we are still moving upwards. Not at any great rhythm, though. I mean, here we just broke 2,200 back, a couple weeks ago, and we're up a whopping 35, 36 points. This is getting extremely stretched up here on the NASDAQ and the rest of the indices. However, the weekly still looks good. I would expect that we'll see this type of a doji, type of a candle as we finish tomorrow. Look at the volume. Yeah, and this is even going to be worse now that we don't trade on Friday. So this is going to be a very, very small volume candle. Bulls typically win those, and you can see slowly to the upside. So I expect a little black doji as we saw, or something similar to what we have right here by the time we finish tomorrow. But we'll talk more about that, obviously, when things are all done and over with for the week. SPX 60-minute crawling its way up. This was actually kind of the stronger of the indices. It did pretty well today. A lot of it will come down to the financials. The financials have been doing pretty well over the last few weeks, actually, and they did lead the way today along with conglomerates from a sector standpoint. So the bank's still holding everything up, still very stretched, but up a whopping 4 points. If you took those trades up over 1245-ish, 1250-ish, some of those areas we were looking at the beginning of the week, great. I mean, there's possibilities there. It's just not worth it to me. However, not a bad opportunity to trade a teeny bit here and there. As I said, only on the futures for me, but you guys can trade it any way you want to. I'm just not interested in these last few little teeny tiny moves. Just about 1260 though. You can see we're grinding higher. This could make 65-ish if we continue this pattern here of about 4, 5, 3 points or so. We can maybe look to touch that 16 or 1265-ish area tomorrow. Daily still looking good. Everything up, continuing to be up, mostly on the backs of the banks. As you can see, we have been, since we broke that 1240, 1245, continuing that slow grind to the upside. I'm not interested in these last few points. It has been opportunity for points. If some of you are into 10, 13 points, that's actually not a bad move within the markets themselves. Coming into Christmas, okay. Not something I'm real high on, but as you can see, still grinding our way upwards. Where will it end? Well, I'm still looking at it was 1240, what was it? 1240 to 1250 range. Now we're stuck between the 1250 to 1260 range. We could reach as high as 1270 or even higher than that, but I would think that we would start to really cut things tight if and when we got close to the 1265, 1270 range. I think that's going to be very, very extended at this point, but we've got at least one more day of trading, and that could end up in another teeny tiny white candle to close the week on a high note for everybody coming into the Christmas season. Weekly's also looking good. The weekly's not over, but I don't see any reason why this won't finish similar to what we see right there, which means things are still strong. Looking at an Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even sure you can get any more clean than that. Obviously, there could be different counts within this. This whole thing could be 3 yet. This could have been just a 4 of 3, and this is finishing 3. Regardless, doesn't matter. We're getting close to the top of this move, and then I think a pullback of some sort will ensue from there. How deep, I don't know yet, but we're getting close. VIX did drop, coming back down to sit, and this is a pretty sizable drop. Remember, we had those 2 days of kind of divergence, markets up, VIX up, or whatever. We did the same thing back here, and guess what? We had a huge drop. We had the same thing here, and guess what? Another big drop today, 5.8%. That is a very sizable drop in the VIX. And coming into Christmas, why not? That's right. Why not? There's just no fear in the market. No reason to be all that scared from an investor standpoint. We are getting close and nearing the bottom of this blue line. So if you are an options trader, you might be looking at some trades coming up. They are currently going to be pretty cheap. So as long as the VIX continues downwards, so will the price of options. That should give us a good entry from an options standpoint. Apple 60-minute was up $1 today, as you can see. The biggest climb coming after it broke out of here. I said watch that 318 for support. It held, and now we've been moving up ever since into the Christmas season. Really struggling, though, these last couple days as we've kind of creeped from 323 to 325. $2 is not a bad move within Apple, but it's not a big move within Apple either. Very teeny, tiny moves within Apple as it finds its way to the upside. Still looking good. It is still up. Got a few days left. I think we can still continue to see some bullishness within Apple. And really, we just want to continue to watch the 318 level below us. 320 and 318. Apple weekly still trying to keep itself up here. As you can see, when you put it on a bigger scale, Apple is just difficult trading from a swing trader standpoint. If you're an investor and you're holding, you're still in good shape. Watching these lower levels to maybe give you opportunity to take some profits. FAS 60 minutes, same thing. See, banks are strong, holding very nicely, giving us opportunity to trade a little bit today on the FAS and FAZ. From an intraday standpoint, this did not hold. This was actually not necessarily surprising, but interesting to see us gap up and then run all day long. Never came back to really retest this 27 area. So an open of, 27.14, never seeing the 27 area again, and on its way back up, breaking a new high, still looking strong, trend still looking strong, everything still looking fine from a bank standpoint, which means the FAZ is falling hard. So we've had our entries below 10, below 970, down into these areas here. If you guys have been playing it, we've had good entries, we've taken entries, we've had opportunities to make money. I hope you have, either going long the FAS or short the FAZ. These have been two things that have at least been moving during the week, giving us opportunities at trades. Probably not a big Apple at this point. Now I'm really even less inclined to go short or long either one of these, but from an intraday standpoint, not bad. As I've said before, the indices, some of those trades, not so appealing to me at this point to the long side. I'll wait with those, even though I might not catch the top or the bottom of these particular moves. I really don't care. I'll wait for the bounce and get in then. So, point being, run down today within the FAZ. This thing is in a free fall. Can fall for a while. There's really nothing to hold it up down below here. I'm going to have to go back in time this weekend and find you some support because it's been a while since we've been down here. If at all, actually. FAZ on a daily, Coming back down once again, showing us the break below 970, further weakness, giving you opportunities. Up here, above 1050 was the go long moment. We never made it. It's been falling ever since. So this was just a pullback into the beautiful TA, actually. Pullback right back into what was support, held here and dropped over. Just beautiful, beautiful TA here from a standpoint of FAS and FAZ, especially FAZ. I really like the look of this chart. Nothing here to tell me to go long yet, guys. It's all speculative if you're going long. More power to you. Short is the way to be on the FAZ for a while. Okay, that'll do it for today's video. I'm going to be back with you again tomorrow. It's going to be a very quick video. I can't imagine we'll see too much movement. Regardless, though, we'll be doing a video for you tomorrow. Take off Friday, Saturday. Be back with you again on Sunday. So, see you again tomorrow. Bye.